Good morning students. Today we are going to revise chapter 2, that is the nutrition in animals. In animals there is a heterotrophic mode of nutrition because all the animals depend upon other organisms for their food, and heterotrophic mode of nutrition is a kind of holozoic mode of nutrition. Holozoic means taken in complex food material. The organisms which taken in complex food material known as ingestion, this process known as ingestion, and this such kind of nutrition known as holozoic mode of nutrition. Ingestion, taken in complex food material, then this complex food material we can't utilize to get energy, so we break down this complex food into simple ones. Carbohydrates, starch broken down into sugar, glucose, and that's why when we feel weakness we use and fever, doctor having a drip of glucose. So second one is the digestion, breakdown of complex food material into simple ones. Third step is the absorption. After digestion, the digested food, the simple food absorbed by our body to utilize different functions, to send them different body parts. Next one, assimilation. Some of the food material you directly utilize to gain energy, and some of the extra food material store in our body for future use, like the fatty acids and glycerol again combine to form fat which is deposited in our body. Amino acids again recombine to form proteins which make our body stronger, right? Like this, the undigested food is removed from our body. This is known as egestion. Now look, nutrition in lower animals. In case of amoeba do not have a special structure, but its body shape can be continuously changed. So it is such kind of the finger-like projections which are known as pseudopodia. Pseudopodia not only helpful in locomotion but also helpful in the capturing the food material. Next one, in case of paramecium having a oral groove, like this. This is the oral groove, and from the oral groove it enter the food. Next one, in case of the hydra having a number of tentacles like this. They having a number of tentacles which capture the food and put it into inside the mouth. Next one, in case of the spider worm the sticky web, and insects, a number of the insects stick in such kind of the web, and in case of the sticky web, when the insect is stuck in the web, it produces enzymes, and ultimately the animals, it suck the animals juice, insects juice, right? Next one, mosquito having piercing and sucking type of mouth organs. It pierce, छेद कर देगा, then suck the food material. Its food is our blood. Next one, in case of the housefly having a tube-like structure. Housefly having a feeding tube, and it releases its saliva on the food material, then it absorbs the food material, convert into liquid form, and ultimately it absorbs the food in simple soluble form. Butterfly having a tubular mouth part known as proboscis, and through the proboscis it sucks the nectar from the flowers. And now is frog having a long tongue, and through the long tongue it releases its tongue, protrude मतलब बाहर निकल सकती है, and it roll the insect and taken inside. In this way the lower animals taken in food. Now look, human digestive system. The human digestive system having following parts: mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine and anus. This the part of the digestive system in which digestion takes place. This part is known as alimentary canal or gut. Alimentary canal or gut. The mouth having lips, mouth having a cut like cutting, and this cutting guarded by the lips, slit like a opening. Slit जैसे राउंड है, सर्कल है, एक ऐसे स्फीयर के अंदर स्लिट लगा दिया. नाउ इट इज गार्डेड बाय द लिप्स. इनसाइड द माउथ देयर इज अ buccal cavity. This cavity having teeth and tongue. Teeth are of 4 types: incisors, canines, molars and premolars. Right? You know well about the teeth. Teeth chewing the food and crushing the food, chewing the food. This process is known as mastication. After food, and the tongue having a muscular structure, it helpful into speaking, mixing the saliva with the food. In the buccal cavity there are 3 glands are present which are known as salivary glands. Salivary glands secrete saliva. Saliva digests the food. Now the food which mix with the food saliva, this is known as bolus. This is known as bolus. Now this bolus enter into esophagus, and through the esophagus this food directly pour into the stomach. Now the esophagus, in the lining of the esophagus, it is not easy work. There is a like this motion, involuntary contraction and relaxation motion. ऐसा. This involuntary contraction relaxation motion in the esophagus known as peristalsis. Now food enter into esophagus. Esophagus having gastric glands which also consist hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid disinfectant, means it kill the germs, prevent the food from the by action of the germs. And next one, it store the food in large amount, and it is a site of protein digestion. Mainly protein digestion occur in the stomach. Now food enters into small intestine. In small intestine there are 3 glands present: bile juice, pancreas and intestinal glands. Bile juice produced by the liver, and liver produce the bile, and this bile do not contain any enzyme, and this bile is stored in the gallbladder. Now this bile juice do not contain any enzyme, but it is essential for digestion of the fats, especially fats. Next one, pancreatic juice. Pancreatic juice having a number of digestive enzymes, especially fat digestive enzymes. Now intestinal juice. Intestinal juice is also known as succus entericus. Final digestion occur in our body through the intestinal juice. Now large intestine. In case of the small intestine, complete digestion. What is the digestion? Final digestion is small intestine. Digestion completes small intestine. Now here the finger-like projections. Look over here. These are finger-like projections present in the wall of the small intestine, and these finger-like projections are known as villi. Now villi, food absorption. Now look, after absorption, digestion, food enters into large intestine. In the large intestine, the absorption of water takes place. There are some symbiotic bacteria are present which may produce the certain enzymes, certain vitamins, and these vitamins also absorbed in the large intestine. Vitamins, vitamin K, right? So these are the, now last part of the large intestine is the anus. Undigested food is removed from the body through the anus. Do you know there are a number of animals which eat quickly the grass, leaves, such kind of the animals known as ruminants. Ruminant animals having a special kind of stomach which having 4 parts: rumen, reticulum, omasum and abomasum. As they swallow, the food enters into rumen. This rumen having a special bacteria, Rumenococcus bacteria. These Rumenococcus bacteria produce some special enzymes to digest cellulose. Cellulose which is present in the plants. So cellulose is digested by some special kind of enzymes which is produced by the Rumenococcus. Now the food enters into reticulum. Reticulum in some part of the food is digested, and this partially digested food now enters into mouth. When the animal is in relaxed condition, the animals chew this food. This partially digested food is known as cud. This partially digested food is known as cud. So these animals are known as cud chewing animals. Now when they chew the cud, now food again enter into stomach. In which part? Omasum. And from omasum food enters into abomasum. Abomasum is the true stomach in which gastric glands are present. They completely digest the food. Next, small intestine, large intestine, like the our human digestive system.